Hello everybody, Iain Robson here, and welcome back to Euro Truck Simulator 2. Today we are checking out a American trailer pack, So today we have the Bison transport trailer. We're taking it from Salzburg, Austria to Linz, Austria. And we're going to go ahead and take that job. There we go. And there's our trailer right in the back there, as you can see. Guess we can take the parking brake off, that always helps. So these trailers are slightly longer than the typical in-game trailers, so they're going to be a bit more interesting in terms of maneuverability, especially in some of the smaller cities. For example, if you go up to Iceland with one of these trailers, if you have the Pro Mods pack, that's going to be really difficult. Go. Hook that up. And let's be on our way here. So one thing we have to be careful about is, there we go, is the fact that how long this trailer actually is. Because to make some turns, it's going to be a little bit difficult, and some other turns are going to be, you know, just normal. But not all of them. So, for example, this right here is going to be just fairly easy to do because there's nobody there yet. But as soon as there's someone there and you're driving around that corner, like we just did that, just made that corner, even though there was nobody there. So that just gives you an idea of some of the difficulties we're going to run into with this little trailer. So hopefully it's not that difficult the whole way, but we're going to find out. So making sure we take the second lane. Oh yeah, holy smokes. Making sure we take that second lane every single time is going to be, like, you know, imperative to make sure we actually don't run into anybody. Now, of course, we have to assume that the AI is going to play nicely in this scenario. We're not going to have any problems. But of course, it's the AI, so we're always going to have problems, and they're going to do what they want to do. So we have to be careful about that, and the signs, of course. I don't know if you just noticed that, but I totally took out that sign by accident. That is that's the type of thing we have to be careful about. Just because it's one of those things, like, if you're not paying attention, like if you're not taking it really slow, you're not gonna notice these types of things. Like, I know I miss these types of things all the time, so. And that's because I don't, I'm not the type of person to be like, oh, well, I don't want to do everything. I just want to have fun. That's what it's all about. It's about having fun. Relaxing, having fun, hanging out with you guys. That's what it's all about. Anyways, I was doing a little bit of reading on the SES blog about some of the difficulties and kind of weird things they're encountering while making American Truck Simulator. And one of the things they're encountering is the varying sizes of trailers and trucks and whatnot for United States versus Europe. So, for example, in Europe, there's, you know, much more standardized. That's why you have, you know, pretty much the same type of truck all around. Whereas the United States and in Canada, it's a little less. Not, I guess organized is the word I want to use, but it's not really. It's not the word. Regulated. There we go. It's a little less regulated in these types of things. So. When it comes to, like, trailer length and whatnot. So what they're saying in the blog was that they're gonna have, it was easy to, like, make the trailers and, like, you know, easy to, like, make the trucks and get the AI to make the turns and everything, but, like, how do you incorporate longer trailers and short trailers and different styles of trucks with, like, varying levels of difficulty in terms of parking? Because with a longer truck, it obviously becomes more difficult, but they want to make it possible still for you to actually park the trailer, right? You don't want to spend, like, a good hour trying to park the trailer. That would make no sense. So that's one of the things they were running into, which I thought was kind of interesting, because it's a good point. Like, one of the things they incorporated is the varying levels of difficulty for parking and whatnot, which is kind of cool, because then you can, you know, if you're really skilled at parking, you can try the most difficult one and have some fun there. If you're bad at parking, you can try and park at the easier parking spots. So I like the idea. I really like the idea, and I'm curious to see how it's going to be implemented when the game is released. Of course, American Truck Simulator is not released yet. Hopefully sometime this year. We don't know when. All we know is that it will be soon. As always, they always say this soon on their blogs and Twitter and whatnot. So, anyway, so this was a suggestion from somebody when I was doing a live stream last time in Eurotruck. They suggested I try out these American style trailers. So here we are with the I think it's a Great Dane pack. It's called, I think. So it definitely gives you the idea of, gives you the what the perspective would be if you're driving with like one of these much larger trailers. So it's not so much about the width of it. It's actually, I better go back in cab. Yep, I thought that was my turn. It's not so much the width of the trailer. It's actually going to be the it's going to be the length. So it's going to make everything just a little bit more difficult. So here, thankfully, there's nobody there. So here I am taking up 2 lanes, and if you look carefully in the rear view mirror, I still, I could have easily clipped a car there if there was actually somebody there. So just those types of things are the one that kind of makes it a bit more interesting. I don't necessarily like the really heavy loads, but those can be interesting at times. But with this truck, it's not super interesting because this truck's pretty powerful. I just like driving it. But I don't mind some of these varying levels of difficulty when it comes to trailers to a certain degree. I know there are the big excavator trailers and the really wide trailers I don't really particularly like. And that's just because the way you have to take turns with this truck and those types of trailers just don't mix. They don't go hand in hand at all. It really makes it difficult to try and park some trailers or take some turns without clipping like half of a tree or a sign or something, because the trailer's not designed for this truck. But it's a modded trailer, so it's meant to add a little bit of a interesting kind of difficulty to it. So and it definitely does. I know I've seen Dirt Hebbers do a truck or two. Oh, discovered Linz. Okay, cool. Guess we've never been here before. Alright, I'm going to bring up this because there's a little bit too much going on in that little tiny screen. Okay. I thought I was going to hit that car there. Yeah, but that was one of the interesting things they were coming, one of the things they encountered, I guess I would say, with American Truck Sim and the laws associated with American trucking versus Canadian or European trucking. So I thought that was kind of an interesting observation. And of course, they are making. This is our turn here. Ooh, this is going to be interesting. Are we going to be able to do this? This is me thinking about this going, is this going to work from this angle? Oh yeah, we're good. Just need to really take it gently. No. So this is the one downfall of this trailer. If you look right in the corner there, where the gate is, this trailer is actually hitting the gate because there's I don't know why, but there's a little bit of a like an extra hitbox there, so you end up hitting things randomly like that. All right, now this turn's going to be equally interesting. Well, I guess this is what a trucker would deal with on a daily basis. Some people were saying that what happens in some areas is that there'd actually be somebody who's like the official parker, and they'd be the one who parks the trailers, basically. I don't know what you call it. I'm not sure the official word, but parker is what's coming to mind. So they're the ones who would just drive it into the yard, and they would have somebody who would basically park the trailer for you to make sure it's done properly and where it needs to be and all that jazz. Because of course, you know, you have to make sure the yard runs properly and all that jazz. Well, that wasn't quite what I was hoping for. In my mind, it was going to be good, but whoops. Gonna wreck my fancy lights I put on my truck. See that? I put an eye. How nerdy is that? Everyone does something a little differently. Oh, that's actually in there? Okay, whatever. I'll take it. Oh, are you serious? You saw it. You saw it turn green, didn't you? I did too. This is why I'm confused. I'm confused as to why... Alright, we'll do it this way. Perhaps a bit cheeky, but whatever. If it's going to start saying things like, we didn't hook up to the trailer properly, then we're going to reposition ourselves without the trailer then. Alright. Alright, this is what, take 2, 3? I don't know. Is it going to do it this time? No? Yes? No? That's weird though. It doesn't normally, like, say you have, like, the trailer parked in the right spot and then say, oh wait, by the way, it's not. That's kind of strange. It's the first time I've had something like that happen. I can remember at least. Oh my goodness. So there, it's ready now. Park and brake on. Okay, there we go. That was weird. Odd. Anyway, so that's coming to the that was a suggestion from somebody who wanted me to try out the American trailers. So if you have any suggestions like that for Euro Truck Simulator, go ahead and fire off a link to me on Twitter. That's the best place to get a hold of me and send links like this. So if you'd like to check anything else, like for example a new truck or something like that, by all means send me a link there. That'll be cool. And yeah, can't wait for American Truck Simulator. I know you guys are in the same boat. Anyways, folks, that'll be it for me today. My name's Iain Robson. This has been another episode of Euro Truck Simulator 2. And if you enjoyed yourself, why don't you go and hit that subscribe button. Catch you guys later.